All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And, the nation is pretty much setting themselves up for the greatest letdown ever. And I say that because, the American people are too, uh, uh, let's say they are mentally disabled, okay, to see the writings on the wall, all right, concerning Donald J. Trump. And I say that is because here it is. This man was the sunny boy of America. Make America great again. The champion for the people. You know, businessman extraordinaire. Pretty much in when he came into office, got the economy back on track, and gas prices were low, and he had a no nonsense approach concerning doing business deals with the other nations. Drill baby drill, and pretty much, had the economy thriving, when he was in office, when he only did one term, but pretty much, the powers that be are pretty much contrary to what he wants or what the people want. You see? Because now, they have their hired minion, pretty much doing their bidding, okay? And he's not popular, speaking about the current president. I ain't gonna mention him by name, but the current president, he's not very popular amongst the people, but he's getting things done, okay, from his his puppet masters. They pretty much are setting things up for their agenda, and and it's going all according to plan. And they pretty much have all their minions in line, and they're pretty much doing their bidding. And their bidding pretty much is to bring on chaos, and of all forms. You see, and meanwhile, Donald J. Trump is pretty much trying to make a comeback to be reelected into office. You see, but you're seeing that now there's a witch hunt against this individual, to where they're hindering him, pretty much hitting the campaign trail. They're pretty much trying to publicly, tar and feather him, humiliate him, okay, to the American people, But what's happening is that it's pretty much backfiring now, because now people are, he's the everyday people's hero, so to speak. He's the one to get America back on track. You see, and people are pretty much rallying behind him. You got people of all ethnicities that are pretty much looking at this man to be their savior, man, to pretty much heal this place. You see, but the plans from the powers that be have otherwise, man. Okay, this man is pretty much on the outside looking in. He's not juiced in, so to speak. Although he is a very wealthy man, and pretty much, has the connections, but he's not juiced in, and pretty much he's pretty much just going against the grain, and that's just him. That's his nature, Okay, he's a hard-nosed New Yorker, grew up in New York, and a shrewd businessman. But now you're seeing the witch hunt against him, okay? And this man, okay, well, let's speak about the upcoming election, okay? That upcoming election, all right, I speak as a man, but pretty much through the spirit of how things are going, and how we see the wicked and how they're rolling. That election is not going to go down, okay? All right? It's like you pretty much, the people are sitting at the table in their favorite steakhouse, and getting the best cut of steak, cooked right in front of them, seasoned and pretty much cooked to their liking, and pretty much have it served, on a platter. And just when you're about to, cut a piece and take a bite, it's pretty much being snatched out of your mouth. And this is what pretty much is what's going to happen with these blue-blooded or red-blooded Americans, man. Okay? All right? This is going to be the greatest letdown in history, is because once they are pretty much licking their chops of pretty much getting back on track and continuing on with business as usual, so to speak. Okay? Being on top and thriving, in this thing, but this is pretty much coming to an end. Okay? Pretty much the powers that be got the lion's share of the wealth, and pretty much everybody else is left out to dry. You see? All right, let's go over the scripture real quick. All right. Let's go with let's start with Proverbs 29 and let's see, verse 18. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. And that's really the point that I want to grab right there. You see? There's no vision. The vision is pretty much murky when you look at it in all hindsight and reality. Pretty much people still have the rose-colored glasses on and thinking that, pretty much the election's coming up and then they're going to get their guy in. Old Sonny Boy's going to get back in office and things are going to be just the way they were. So everything's going to be beautiful. And it's going to be the greatest letdown. You see? All right? But when you look at it through the spirit, this place, there's no vision. Okay? All right? It's all darkness that's coming down the pipeline. Okay? And pretty much, from that standpoint, the people perish, man. You see? But it says, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. And these people do not keep the law. So, the scriptures also speak about, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, you see? All right. And this is what is coming down the pipeline. Okay. All right. So pretty much, you can pretty much insinuate on different scenarios of how this election will not happen. But pretty much, all you need is a FF and flag, pretty much in an event, and pretty much everything can get, pretty much what I want to say, forfeited or suspended, okay, the elections can get suspended and whoever's in power pretty much stays in power. Okay, the Constitution pretty much goes out the window, and they can carry on with their agenda, man. You see? But there's very different scenarios, and really this place is primed for some type of event to happen so this election does not go down. Because when you really look at it, there's no way that the president that's in power right now is going to be able to beat this man in a straight up election, man. Okay? Without any type of foul play being involved, man. You see? The people already got a taste of what they have right now, and they don't want no parts of it, man. The people are pretty much suffering, and they're left out in the cold, man, and they're going to stay out in the cold, man. They're pretty much going to stay out in the cold, man. Okay? The glory days pretty much is over, man. The 80s hunk style, macho man, members only jacket, with the mullet, with the shades. That David Hasselhoff, spirit is no more. You see? Is no more. People are pretty much, sucking up their resources, man, just to keep their head above the water, man. And they think that they're going to try to hold out for this man to turn things back around. The scriptures say that we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Okay? And this is all of the Lord. Okay? The Lord is controlling the minds of the kings, man. Okay, but this right here, okay, is definitely not going to be a factor, okay, and having any more prosperity in this place, man. You know, okay. You people, hey, the train ride is over, man. The gravy train ride is over, man. Okay, and these people pretty much are gonna show you, okay, all right, that of such, you know, okay, all right. Real quick, let's go to Sirach. Pull this real quick. Let's go to Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. You know, and the Lord is pretty much taking the wisdom and counsel and giving them pretty much deceivable counsel, okay, to this man, okay? And when you're looking at things that are being done, is pretty much head scratchers, but there's a method to his madness that the people don't really see, you know? But he's pretty much a unwise king at the end of the day, man, because this whole thing is going to blow up in his face, man, okay? You see? All right? All right, it pretty much, he destroys his people, man, okay? And you want to see, man, all hell's going to break loose, man. If this election does not go down, this is another, pretty much another a factor that they can put into the pot of causing this mass confusion and hysteria, man. You know, you see, where they understand where the way of doing things the right way in their eyes is not going to be. It's going to be far-fetched, man. You see, it says, verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And it's time for righteousness to reign in the earth, man. Okay? You know, this wicked, demonic nightmare, okay, is about to come to a head, man. You see? Okay? You know, pretty much, hey, the hourglass, the sand is pretty much out of the hourglass, man. Okay? And, you know, the gravy train is pretty much over, man. You know, this nightmare is almost over, man. You see? Okay? And they pretty much are hastening, they're doing their bidding, okay, to hasten the day of the Lord at the end of the day. You see? All right? But, you know, there's some things that the people are going to have to go through, man. Okay? Now, we're going to read Isaiah 19, but I want to read this in the Good News, the GNT. Okay? This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. Yahweh says, I will stir up civil war in Egypt. You know, Egypt, synonymous with pretty much America. Okay, this is the modern day Egypt. Okay, the Lord said he's going to stir up civil war. Okay, and turn brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor. Rival cities will fight each other, and rival kings will struggle for power. You see, and this is where all hell's going to break loose. Okay, and you pretty much have these E's out there that are pretty much armed to the teeth, man. And when they see that their sonny boy is not going to be in office, okay, they pretty much are going to be on the offensive, man. Okay, they're going to pretty much be on the offensive, man. Okay, all right, because you know they're going to feel like bitterness in the pit of their soul, man. Okay, and pretty much, man, you know, this man is a carnal man. Okay, somebody's gonna have to pay for that, man. Okay, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. You see, because pretty much he knows from that point on it's over and it's gonna be a survival of the fittest, man. You see, it says, I'm going to frustrate the plans of the Egyptians and destroy their morale. And right now the morale is already being destroyed, man. Here it is. You know, you want to talk about a so-called, you know, when the time of so-called, you know, Veterans Day, what they want to call it. But you're having mass protests going on, okay, that are against war. Here it is. You're supposed to be, you know, honoring your military people that served in Veterans Day, and you know, thank you for your service, and pretty much these people now are talking about ceasefire and stop the killing, and there's no morale here. You know, there's no people that are really fresh new blood that's coming into the military, man, to fight. There's a war, man. You see? Okay? These people pretty much, this new generation, okay, they're not built that way. Okay? They're not built to endure war. They're not built for seeing blood. So this is why it's gonna make it so much more of a epic scene for a lot of these people, man. Okay? Because they have not witnessed these things, man. You know, Jake can pretty much take a little bit more than what these other people are not used to, man. You know, when you talk about Jake growing up in the hood, man, hey, life is pretty cheap, man. You know, hey, man, we know somebody can pretty much lose their life over the simplest thing, man. You see, people lose their life over the simplest thing, man. You know, okay, hey, you look at somebody the wrong way, man. Hey, that could be your life, man. You see, okay, but it says, right? I will frustrate the plans of the Egyptians. And what's frustrating the plans? Frustrating the plans is what they think that it's gonna be is not going to be, man. You see, and it says, and I will destroy their morale, man. The morale's gonna be done. It's already done. Okay. What more when they see that hope is being snatched away from them, man? And they will ask their idols to help them, and they will go and consult mediums and ask the spirits of the dead for advice. When you pretty much this is going into the people that are the powers that be. Okay, their plans are going to be frustrated. They think that if you're frustrating the plans of the people or whatever they think is going to happen, everything's pretty much going to backfire on them, man. You see? Okay. All right. And it says, and I will hand the Egyptians over to a tyrant, to a cruel king who will rule them. I, Yahweh Almighty, have spoken. And pretty much, man, you're going to see that iron fist pretty much come into play, man. That iron fist is what's going to pretty much bear rule in this land. Okay? All right? And pretty much control. More control. More control is going to be administered, man. You see? And it's being done right in front of the people's face, man. You see? All right? All right, Salaki, you guys hear a little something in the background. Every time, I'm trying to, get a lesson in, and here comes Satan. Some type of distraction comes and something to try to hinder, doing the lesson. But nevertheless, it is not going to, stop the judgment of this place, man. Okay? But it says, verse 5, the water will be low in the Nile, and the river will gradually dry up. And pretty much, man, you're going to start to see that happening actually here in the shores of Babylon, man. Okay? And when you talk about the Nile River, that's the longest river in Egypt, and pretty much one of the longest rivers in the world. We got something similar here in Babylon, the Mississippi River, man. And it's been talked about how that river is gradually drying up, man. Okay? It says, the channels of the river will stink as they slowly go dry. Reeds and rushes will wither. And pretty much, man, they have to do what is called dredging, in the river to pretty much keep it deep enough for ships to pass through, man. Okay? It's because why? It's because they're losing the water. The water is drying up, man. You see? It says, and all the crops planted along the banks of the Nile will dry up and be blown away. Everyone who earns a living by fishing in the Nile will groan and cry. Their hooks and their nets will be useless. And that's pretty much going into that fishing industry, man. Okay, the fishing industry is going to be gone. Okay? And it says, those who make linen cloth will be in despair. Weavers and skilled workers will be broken and depressed. You see? Okay, and that's pretty much, man, that cotton industry, man. Okay? Which how this place pretty much got its wealth from, man. Okay? From the cotton industry, man. Because everything that we pretty much wear, pretty much has our cotton involved with it for the most part, man. You see? It says, the leaders of the city of Zohan are fools. Egypt's wisest people give stupid advice. How do they dare to tell the king that they are successors to ancient scholars and kings? Okay, because, man, this man, his counsel is going to fail him, man. It's already failing him, man. People are still, we seen it through the spirit, man. This guy's doing things, and it's like there's not going to be any good coming out of that at the end of the day. Okay? It's not going to be no good coming out of that at the end of the day, man. It's all backfiring, man. It says, the king of Egypt, where are those clever advisors of yours? Perhaps they can tell you what plans Yahweh Almighty has for Egypt. And pretty much it's set in stone, man. And it's going to be intimate destruction coming, man. Okay? You see? And you pretty much are going against the well-ordered, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Okay? This the decree, this prophecy that's going to happen is well-ordered, man. You see? And it says, the leaders of Zohan and Memphis are fools. And it's pretty much those were ancient Egyptian cities. And pretty much, we're speaking about cities here in Babylon. It's pretty much a parallel to that. And it says that the leaders of Zohan and Memphis are fools. They were supposed to lead the nation, but they have misled it. You see? Okay, so their plans are pretty much going to backfire, man. And people are already losing it already. And nothing happened yet, man. Okay, and you see how I just witnessed something earlier where, pretty much, the guy asked another individual nicely, about, about something about moving the car or something like that. And the guy, kind of, said, he said, I think he called him brother. He said, I'm not your bro, and we're not brothers. You don't know me, and it's like I said, it's like he looked like his eyes look wild looking, and he looked like there was something, he was on something or something, man. But it's like these people are pretty much, man. The guy just looked deranged. You see, okay, and he may have a mental issue, man, because I looked and I seen a license plate. The license plate had a handicap license plate. It may have some type of disorder or something, man. I don't know, man. But these people are pretty much will snap just as easy as a breadstick, man, for the littlest thing, man. Because people are on the edge. They don't know how to handle stress. You see? They don't know how to handle adversity. Okay? And they're pretty much going to lose it. And they're going to pretty much succumb to what is planned here, man. You see? But it says, right? They were supposed to lead the nation, but they have misled it. Yahweh has made them give confusing advice. As a result, Egypt does everything wrong and staggers like a drunk slippeth in his own vomit. You see? All right? And we're pretty much singing through the spirit of the leader of the free world pretty much are falling, man. Okay? All right? And that's pretty much supposed to be the face of your wisdom, so to speak, man. Okay? It says, no one in Egypt, rich or poor, important or unknown, can offer help. Okay? And this is things on autopilot, Jack. Okay? Pretty much on autopilot and well ordered from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? He's going to fulfill his will. Okay? It says, a time is coming when the people of Egypt will be as timid as women. They will tremble in terror when they see that Yahweh Almighty has stretched out his hand to punish them. And they're going to know that this is a act of a higher power, man, when they see these things that's coming upon the earth, man. Okay? All right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to you're going to get some respect on that name, man. Okay? All right? For sure. He's going to get respect on his name. Okay? You see? It says, the people of Egypt will be terrified of Judah every time they are reminded of the faith that Yahweh Almighty had prepared for them. And it's talking about going to the prophets, man. Okay, Judah, the Lord says he's going to raise up the tents of Judah first, man. Okay, and pretty much, man, the people of Egypt are going to hear this word, man. Okay, you see? All right, they think that they're going to probably roll this out as a slander campaign, but that's going to backfire, man. Okay, Okay, this truth is 144 and 0, man. So whatever they got planned at the end of the day, okay, and we're seeing his angle, but this truth, this word is gonna get out. It's gonna trump everything that they can throw at it, man. Okay, you see? All right, let me read that again. The people of Egypt will be terrified of Judah every time they are reminded of the fate that Yahweh Almighty had prepared for them. Okay, and the fate really means going into something that's inevitable. The slippery slope. Like the scriptures talk about, their foot shall slip in due time. Okay, and pretty much was we can apply that now to Edom, man. You see? Okay, so look for something to go down. Hey, through the spirit, man, something to go down between now and next year. This time next year would be the supposed to be the presidential election, man. And something's gonna go down between now and then, man. Okay, or before that time, man, which is November of 24, man. You see? But you see the writings on the wall, man, and people don't see it, man. People don't see that there's powers that be that are pretty much pulling strings. The minions are diligently at work to derail this man. You see? And you have to really understand for what reason, man. This man is trying to patch up things, man. Okay, and that's not what they want, man. You see? Okay, so the gravy train pretty much is over, man. Okay, all right. The love affair, the darling of the earth, and the nations are turning against this place anyway, man. You see? Okay, and they're seeing that this place is nothing but folly, and the wisdom has failed them, man. Okay, so with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, Shalom.